Hello BTS lovers! This news came without warning, nor any prelude. Within minutes of first spreading, social media was immediately flooded with overwhelming expressions of sorrow and shock. What exactly did Jimin say that made Jungkook appear unable to hide his astonishment? Why did millions of armies around the world shed tears upon hearing this news? One statement, seemingly simple, turned into an emotional moment that shook the global BTS fan community. In a brief yet impressive live broadcast, Jimin delivered news that no one had predicted. Known for his gentle gestures and warm personality, this time he appeared with an unusual expression, meaningful, filled with emotion, and clearly bearing a heavy burden. In calm yet striking words, Jimin revealed an important decision in his life, a decision that immediately touched the emotions of loyal fans. The first reaction came from Jungkook. In a now viral video clip, the youngest member's face changed drastically just seconds after hearing Jimin's words. He fell silent, bowed his head briefly, then finally let out a deep sigh. The camera captured his genuine shock, unscripted, unedited. Millions of eyes witnessed how Jungkook, known for being strong and confident, momentarily lost for words. In the South Korean entertainment world, such moments of honesty are very rare and deeply meaningful. It didn't take long before the ARMY community heated up. Hashtags themed around Jimin and Jungkook dominated global trends. Within hours, more than 5 million tweets flooded timelines, mostly filled with virtual tears and messages of love from fans. What exactly happened? Apparently, Jimin announced his plan to take an extended hiatus from the entertainment world due to physical and mental health reasons. This decision became very emotional because Jimin has long been known as a member who always gives his all on stage, even when not in prime condition. Many fans then linked this announcement to his final appearance at a major concert, where Jimin appeared to hold back tears while singing the closing song. Now, that moment has resurfaced on various social platforms as a sign that is only now truly understood. For Jungkook, who has a very close personal and professional bond with Jimin from trainee days to worldwide fame with BTS, this decision clearly left a deep mark. In a follow-up broadcast, he simply said, "I know this is hard for him. I just want him to be happy, that's all." Though simple, this statement made ARMY cry even more intensely. Behind those words lie thousands of hours together, industry pressures, and a friendship that cannot be measured by popularity alone. What makes this news so touching is the fact that BTS is not just a music group. They are a symbol of struggle, solidarity, and sincerity in an industry often cruel to idols. Jimin and Jungkook are not just group mates. They are two souls who grew up together under the public eye, supporting each other through pressures that may never be fully understood by those outside their world. Public reactions were varied. Several entertainment industry experts called Jimin's decision a brave and responsible step. On the other hand, concerns arose about how this decision would affect BTS's future dynamics, especially with other members also currently serving or about to serve mandatory military duty. However, one thing is certain: ARMY remains solid. This phenomenon reflects how deep the emotional bond is between artists and their fans. In a world filled with rapid information and instant sensations, moments like this, genuine and unmanipulated, serve as a strong reminder that behind the screen, there are real humans with feelings and limitations. The tears of millions of fans are not mere overreactions. They are a collective empathy for someone who has given so much and now asks for time to heal. As time passes, there is still no certainty about when Jimin will return. But what is clear is that his decision has left a profound emotional imprint, both for fellow BTS members, including Jungkook, and for ARMY worldwide. And perhaps, from these shed tears, greater solidarity and love will be born than ever before. One thing is now clear. News from Jimin not only shakes Jungkook's heart, but also unites millions of hearts in one rhythm. a rhythm that transcends music, screens, and strikes directly into our shared humanity. However, amid the outpouring of emotions shaking the global community, a major question arises that should not be ignored. Did all this really happen? Or are we witnessing a carefully crafted narrative designed to create sensation and sustain social media existence? In a digital era filled with rapid and often unverified information, it is natural for us to begin questioning, are those tears real or merely part of a media construct increasingly skilled at manipulating public emotions? We cannot close our eyes to the fact that information about this event comes from various channels: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other online entertainment media. Video clips, live broadcasts, and screenshots of BTS members' statements circulate freely without adequate filtering. So, how accurate is the content of those clips? Does the full context truly represent what actually happened? Or are we witnessing a portrait that has been cut, edited, and manipulated to elicit the largest possible emotional reaction? Speculation also arises that Jungkook's moment of shock and Jimin's touching statement were deliberately exaggerated. Some netizens even call this part of an emotional promotion strategy, a new way to engage fans, awaken mass empathy, and ultimately increase the group's exposure in global media. If that is true, at what point should we draw the line between emotional honesty and exploitation of feelings? Questions like these deserve reflection. Have we as viewers become too reactive to everything viral, to the point of losing the ability to verify and analyze clearly? Is it possible that the narrative presented to us has been modified to align with market expectations and the entertainment industry's desires? Certainly, there is nothing wrong with feeling touched, crying, or sympathizing with sad news, especially if it concerns public figures who have shaped part of our emotional and cultural journey. However, is our emotional response based on accurate information? Or are we swept away by a wave of narrative whose origin and factuality remain unclear? Such reflection is important, not only to maintain our integrity as consumers of information, but also as a form of care for the public figures we support. Because if the information we swallow whole turns out to be false or misleading, who suffers the most? Jungkook? Jimin? ARMY? Or is it all of us? Furthermore, we need to ask, what are we really seeking from news like this? Are we yearning for a genuine emotional connection? Or do we just want to be part of a trend, feel relevant, and gain validation from fellow netizens? If we cannot answer this question honestly, then we risk becoming part of a cycle of shallow information consumption that is easily directed. Critical thinking becomes essential amid the explosion of emotional content like this. Don't believe the whole story just because of a 30-second video. Don't trust something merely because a hashtag is trending, making us believe that something has been proven true. Today's digital world is too vast not to be approached with healthy skepticism.